Oh my God, get ready to repel borders, everybody. Wait a minute, it's not that kind of raid. Thank you, Nemo. We have 24 viewers this morning. Thank you, and welcome each and every one of you to the Morning Brew, where we do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We cover the news, and then we talk about it with you guys in the chat. And this morning so far, let me see if I can name everybody. We have a Fuckwad, a Hunley, a Neil. We have a Fake Book Hater, a Fliss, a Craven, a Mariel Mint, a Mr. Nemo, Panda Bear Papas, a Richie, a Jacob, a Shoppy, a Sora Luna, a Mitch the Ripper, a Tranime Girl, V&K, Virgo Pros, and William W38. And yes, I had to take a breath.
And you forgot Mezzo.
And a Mezzo Dragon.
Shame on you.
Yeah, and a Mezzo Dragon. And a, yep. So, hey! Yay!
Whoa.
Tranime hit 1,000 subs. Woo! Don't forget all my streams are shilling streams. Exclamation point shill for your... Yeah, and the Panina and the comparable Panina, who wasn't on the list. So apparently the list isn't as accurate as I thought it was. I will blame that on Twitch and the fact that my brain is a little foggy. Exclamation shill shills your Twitch channel. And you can copy and paste your YouTube channel in the live chat. I want to see some shilling. Yes, coffee hype. Panina's already using the brand new emote that is available for subscribers.
And a very big thank you to the person that helped make this
Duke
possible.
Davis.
The Duke.
We love you, Panina. We can never forget you. So last night, since due to somebody else forgetting, not me, not me, Ladies' Night gave way to Ronan, Panina, and Optimus Christ.
Yes.
Being on Azeroth, and they were having an absolute blast. Welcome to the brew, and thank you for the follow.
It was a lot more fun once Panina figured out what her loading issue was. Thank God she figured that out. Way to go, girl.
Yes.
Hats off to you for that. We will be continuing that. And one of the things that we're highlighting is how to get some of these achievements. These raid achievements and everything to get, you know, free mounts. Everybody loves a free mount. If you're a WoW fan, you love a free mount. So we are shooting for getting some raid achievements. I figure we could do this, and perhaps on Saturday, if I could talk my illustrious crew into giving me a hand, we shall try for...
Panina needs more coffee.
Panina needs a lot more coffee because, yeah, that statement says loads. Wrong statement for this morning, Panina. Trust me.
Yep. Today is National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. Yeah, we always have a national day every day of the year.
We have a National Chocolate Ice Cream Day.
And I am putting a hashtag that is trending on Twitter. And no, it's not about Mad Pit Bulls. It is Mad Pitch Day on Twitter. If you use that hashtag and you are thank you for hosting my stream, Panda Papa Bear. If you use that hashtag and you are a freelancer or someone who is trying to get their book out there into the world, use that hashtag, use your best pitch, and you will be part of the trending hashtag on Twitter for the day. It's a great way to get free advertisement. If you do /host space and the name of the Twitch channel on your Twitch channel, you will host another channel of your choice. And it'll also give you the option to auto-host when you are not live.
Now, one of the really nice things that, something I want to do for the weekend, if Panina and Optimus are up to, is try to do all of the raid achievements for Cataclysm, all of the Cataclysm raids. They're a little harder and everything, but I think they'd be a lot of fun just to try it and to see if, you know, do something like that and everything just for the heck of it.
Yep. And what is that I hear?
What is it?
The collective screeching of progressive liberals because, according to an NBC and Wall Street Journal poll, Trump's job rating has jumped up 4 points.
Wait a minute, he went up?
He went up 4 points.
This is not supposed to happen in their world.
He now has a 44% approval rate instead of a 40% approval rate.
We'll take small improvements.
We can hear the collective screeching from here, mostly from California, New York, and probably Illinois.
Oh, California's screeching anyhow.
And along with that,
George Soros didn't get his way in California and everything. There's
Yeah.
a lot of screeching going on this morning.
he does good things, he does bad things, and he is the eternal purveyor
And-
of foot and mouth disease.
Yeah, he does stupid things at times and everything, says stupid things and everything, but, you know, I think his heart is in the right place.
Yeah, his heart's in the right place. And let me see here. Before we get into our Twitter stuff, this is the accurate, and I like to put it,
Yes.
out of the BLS, which is the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The unemployment rates. U1 is persons unemployed 15 weeks or longer as a percent of the civilization labor force. May 2018, 1.3, down from a year ago. U2, job losers, persons who completed temporary jobs as a percent of the civilian labor force, 1.8, down 1/10 of a point from a year ago. U3, which is the unemployment rate they use on mainstream media. Total unemployed as a percent of the civilian labor force, 3.8, down from 4.1 a year ago. U6 is the one I look at, which is the total unemployed plus all persons marginally attached to the labor force, plus total employed part-time for economic reasons as a percent of the civilian labor force, plus all persons marginally attached to the labor force. 7.6, down from 8.1 a
That's
year
down
ago.
a whole half percentage point.
Yes, it's down a whole half percentage point, which is a huge
That's
number.
a large number, yes.
Yeah. Black lives suck. Morning, Ace of Skulls, and welcome to the show. Yeah, when I do the unemployment rating, I do the entire table. Because though the mainstream media only uses the U3, to me it's a more accurate number to use the U6 because it incorporates all the factors in there. And part-time also includes less than 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
So you have that in there as well. Even though most people working less than 10 hours a week isn't making even peanuts. Next is for those of you keeping track of when the next primaries are being held, these are the June primaries. June 12th, Maine, Nevada, North Dakota, South Carolina, and Virginia, you have primaries. June 26th, Colorado, Maryland, Oklahoma, and Utah. Please make your vote count in these primaries. We have got to get voices heard. We have got to make a presence in the polls. It is very important for us to vote in the primaries as well as the general elections.
Yep.
Because that is the only way we can tell our politicians whether we approve of what we're doing or what they're doing, or whether we think they're doing a crappy job. MC, welcome. Unemployed should include retired as well, in your humble opinion. Yes, it should, but it doesn't. They usually don't include them into the workforce. But the unemployment number is going down, which is a good idea. Could you imagine what the labor rate would be if content creators were a part of that? Oh, Lord.
Actually, if you're a content creator and you make over a set amount, and I believe it's what, $5,000-$6,000 a year.
It depends on the state, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it depends
and
on your state.
what the federal limit is.
If you're over the federal and state limits and everything, you actually have to report it as income and everything, which means it would actually go into
you'd be self-employed contractor.
Yeah.
Here in Georgia, if you make, the state law is if you make over $600 a month, it goes from being a hobby to a job. I am not content. Morning, Ghost Dog. So those are the statistics and when the primaries are being held in your state. So please keep an eye on that. We'll be keeping an eye on it for you. So when the next month rolls around, we'll be calling those out. But we will be reminding you on each of these primary days when the primaries are being held for those states. And we will be keeping an eye on those primary results for you.
There are some mornings when we wake up and we're browsing through some of the news articles and everything that I just get giddy as a schoolboy.
Yeah, anything that you receive, Patreon, any kind of ad revenue, the bits that I receive on the stream and the subscribers, all that is considered income for an independent contractor, Hunley. It is all considered income.
Yep.
So now we are going to move on to our morning tweets. February out of FBI out of Houston, Jonathan Matthew Torres, 40 of Beaumont, Texas, has been indicted and charged with the use of an explosive damage to property possession of an unregistered destructive device, and mailing a threatening communication.
He built a bomb.
He basically built a bomb. So we're going to go over that. 40-year-old Beaumont, Texas man has been indicted and charged with federal violations in the Eastern District of Texas, announced U.S. Attorney Joseph D. Brown today. Jonathan Matthew Torres was indicted by federal grand jury today and charged with the use of an explosive damage property, possession of an unregistered destructive device, and mailing a threatening communication. According to information presented in court on April 26, 2018, what appeared to be a homemade destructive device was located inside a U.S. Postal Service Priority Mail Service box at a Starbucks on Dowlin Road in Beaumont. The device did not explode and there were no injuries. May 10th, 2018, an explosion occurred at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church on Delaware Street in Beaumont. The explosive device caused damage to St. Stephen's Administration Building, but there were no injuries. An extensive investigation led law enforcement authorities to Torres, and on May 24, 2018, a search warrant was executed at the Torres' residence in the 4400 block of El Paso Street in Beaumont, Texas. Inside the residence, investigators recovered multiple containers of the same type of explosive material used in both previously discussed devices, postal boxes similar to the boxes used in the previously discussed devices, a receipt for the purchase of the type of string used in the device found at the Starbucks, zip ties similar to the type used in the device found at Starbucks. Excuse the coughing. My bronchitis is acting up just a titch. Zip ties similar to the type used. Packing tape similar to the type used in the device found at Starbucks, and other components consistent with the devices. Torres was arrested without incident and remains in custody pending trial.
Yeah, he ain't getting out.
If convicted, Torres faces a minimum of 5 years and up to 20 years in federal prison. So, there we have that out of the FBI this morning.
The thing is, depends on how they're going to pursue that.
Yeah.
Depends on that. Now, if they try to pursue it as a domestic terrorist act and everything, then he's going to probably face the 20 years. He's going to be looking at 20.
Neil, you got a license for that mail bomb, mate? The meme is real, y'all. The meme is real. Okay, out of the Department of Justice this morning. Department of Justice files complaint against California hand sanitizer company marketing unapproved new drugs.
What?
Yeah. Apparently they were trying to branch out and didn't do it quite the way they were supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's a civil complaint.
It's fucking California.
Yeah, exactly. The complaint filed June 6, 2018 seeks to enjoin defendants Innovative Biodefense Incorporated of Lake Forest, California, and its president and chief executive officer Colette Cozine from distributing Xylast, an antiseptic hand sanitizer products that qualify as unapproved new drugs under the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. According to the complaint, the defendants market various Xylast products as being effective against, among other things, yay! Thank you for the tip. Woohoo! Let's see. Among other things, infection by pathogens such as norovirus, rhinovirus, rotavirus, flu virus, methicillin-resistant staphylococcus, Aeris bacteria, and Ebola virus, despite a lack of proof of the product's safety and effectiveness for such uses, and no approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Oh, they got no approval?
No approval.
They're done.
Yep. The Xylast product line includes Xylast broad-spectrum antimicrobial antiseptic, Xylast XP extended protection, antiseptic lotion, and Xylast XP antiseptic foaming soap.
Check out that right there.
You'll need a license to get a citation for not having a license. The FDA needs to be eliminated. It is one of the problems, not one of the solutions.
Well,
they do have their uses.
They're supposed to help keep us from being targeted by the old-fashioned snake oil salesman. That's what they're for and everything. You know, they're supposed to say, you know, hey, this does work against this, and it's safe for humans to use. However, they're also a bribe-taking money pit, in my opinion. There are drugs that are out on the market that actually do nothing but do more harm than good.
Yeah, Neil, if it counts as a drug, it has antibiotics in it, right? That's really bad to do with soap. That's how we get antibiotic-resistant diseases.
Yes, it is.
Or is it just a chemical? I think it's just a chemical, but they were doing unfounded claims that weren't submitted to the FDA for testing to see if it actually did. I mean, to me, I can see because Lysol kills the common cold, bacteria leading to the common cold, and 99% of all pathogens that are out there.
Here's the thing, though, and everything, wood-based alcohol products and wood-based alcohol and everything across the board, it will kill anything it comes in contact with.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm the old-fashioned guy, and alcohol and bleach and everything is two of the best things you can use to sanitize, an area.
Yep. Consumers deserve confidence that the drugs that they use are safe and effective. Acting Assistant Attorney General Chet A. Riedler of the Justice Department's Civil Division. The Department of Justice will continue to work with the FDA to ensure that manufacturers do not circumvent the drug approval process. If you're going to release something and make claims, you have to make sure that you have done the research and you have submitted it to the FDA. See, this is a big problem that a lot of natural health companies have, which is why if you go to the stores here or grocery stores here in the United States and you pick up a box of, let's say, traditional medicinal tea, it has a disclaimer saying that this is the historical use of the herbs and this has not been approved as the FDA for treatment of said blah, 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 blah. It's a disclaimer to keep them safe because you can't flat out say, this tea works on colds.
Neil said, wood-based alcohol will also kill your vision. Neil, they're not supposed to drink it.
Yeah. Ghost dog. Now the snake oil salesman buys them off.
Pretty much.
Yeah, alcohol kills germs because they get drunk off of it.
That's our mezzo.
That's our mezzo. So that's out of the Department of Justice. Let me see here. For those of you in the military or ex-military, there is something out of the Department of Defense. The EFMP is now providing enhanced resources, options, and consultations through the ROC program. Personalized support is just one call or click away for families with special needs members. Read the full announcement here, which we will do if my voice holds out. I think I'm going to need to switch to a glass of water or something because
we'll get you the water.
My voice is misbehaving this morning. All right, Military One Source. Officials launched the Exceptional Family Member Program, ROC, for resources, options, and consultations May 30th. Available through Military One Source, it offers additional expertise, specialized support, and more ways to connect families with resources, all of which augment the services already provided by the EFMP staff at military installations around the world, officials said. Officials hosted a Facebook Live event on the Military One Source Facebook page to introduce service members and their families to the newly enhanced support available through the EFMP ROC and answer questions. I'm going to put this link in the live chat in case you guys want to pass this around. One call or chat puts you in touch with an amazing team to help you find services and navigate the wide and sometimes complex array of resources, benefits, and care available to you. A.T. Johnson, Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Military, Community, and Family Policy, said. No, shill. Exclamation shill, Traname. It's exclamation shill.
Yeah, the shout out portion.
The shout out doesn't work. You literally have to paste your YouTube, copy and paste your YouTube link into the live chat.
With one of the last updates they did, it kind of messed up the algorithm that was allowing it to do that.
Yeah.
And we think it's on the YouTube side that's preventing it.
Yeah.
We're not
sure. Or it could be Nightbot. Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Military, Community, and Family Policy said the EFMP ROC connects you with subject matter experts and can provide you with assistance in understanding and navigating the military healthcare system and TRICARE, as well as referrals to local resources to meet your needs. So there is that coming out of the Department of Defense because they are determined and on a crusade to take care of their own because the VA still sucks, y'all. Oh, the VA still sucks. We need to take better care of our military and our veterans. I mean, you know, they spent time, they've dedicated their time to answer the call to defend this country, to give us the freedoms that we have. And the VA just seems to keep dropping the ball over and over again, no matter how much we try to reform it, no matter how much we try and clean it up. The VA still has a lot of problems, and there are still a lot of homeless veterans out there, and that's sad, y'all. We need to take better care of our veterans. Jeez. The Department of Interior picture for the morning comes to us out of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone National Park by Crystal Steele. It's an absolutely beautiful picture. Hello, Wicked Tuna. Good morning. I like to end the Twitter segment with an absolutely breathtaking view. I don't know what angle she found for this, but it's absolutely wonderful.
It's one of the roadways.
It's one of the roadways?
Overlooks it. If I'm not mistaken, there's a pull-off up there close to it and everything. You pull off and everything. You walk to the overlook and everything, which overlooks it and everything. You can get some great shots from there.
Oh, cool.
No, I haven't been around the country too much to know.
I see a rainbow, too. Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition.
Yeah. Damn, land of the lost. Shit,
and
just
you
gave
guys
away my
asked
age.
for it, so we are doing this on a regular basis. On this day in history, June 7th, 2018. Set not 1498, Christopher Columbus leaves on his third voyage of exploration.
1546. The Peace of Arras ends the war between France and England.
1654, Louis XIV is crowned King of France.
1712. The Pennsylvania Assembly bans the importation of slaves.
1767, Daniel Boone cites present-day Kentucky.
1775. The United Colonies changed their name to the United States.
1863, Mexico City is captured by French troops.
1900. The Boxer rebels cut the rail links between Peking and
Tianjin.
In China.
1903, Professor Pierre Curie reveals the discovery of polonium.
1914, the first vessel passes through the Panama Canal.
1932, over 7,000 war veterans march on Washington, D.C., demanding their bonus pay for service in World War I.
1942, the Japanese invade Attu and Kiska in the Aleutian Islands.
1968, in Operation Swift Saber, U.S. Marines sweep an area 10 miles north of Da Nang in South Vietnam.
1981, Israeli F-16 fighter bombers destroy Iraq's only nuclear reactor.
1994, the Organization of African Unity formally admits South Africa as its 53rd member. And if you were born on June 7th, you share a birthday with Gregory XIII, Roman Catholic Pope.
George Brian Beau Brummel, English wit.
Paul Gauguin, French post-impressionist painter.
Elizabeth Bowen, British novelist and short story writer.
Virginia Apgar, American physician and medical researcher.
Peter Rodino, U.S. Congressman, chairman of the Watergate hearings.
Gwendolyn Brooks, African-American poet.
And Louise Erdrich, American author.
So that is this day in history. You guys asked for it, wanted to see it more on the show, so we have made it a permanent fixture on the show. Oh, Hunley's grandmother was born in 1900.
Ooh.
Nice. So, I think it is time for us to move into the news, right?
It's time for the news.
And as always, it may not be the weather we want, but it's the weather that's forecast till June 9th of Saturday of this year. Upper level ridge over the central U.S. with periods of stormy weather from the Rockies to the Ohio Valley. Strong upper level high will remain in place across the southern Great Plains, supporting summer-like temperatures across much of the plains and also for much of the Intermountain West. Showers and thunderstorms developing on Thursday are expected to keep temperatures lower across the portions of the central Great Plains and mid to lower Missouri Valley. The hottest weather is expected for the lower elevations of the desert, southwest, and western plains with some 100+ degree highs likely. A series of upper level disturbances moving across the northern tier of the nation are expected to affect portions of the northern Rockies into the Great Plains with showers and thunderstorms both days. Episodes of severe weather are possible with the thunderstorm complexes that develop across the western U.S. A Pacific front will move inland across the Pacific Northwest late this week, bringing showers into western Washington, Oregon, and far northwestern California on Friday. Let me see. Across the eastern states, temperatures will gradually moderate to more typical June averages by Friday, with the exception of Florida. Much of the eastern U.S. will remain dry through Thursday before afternoon and evening thunderstorms become more widespread on Friday. Across Florida, a lingering frontal boundary is forecast to produce showers and thunderstorms across the state over the next couple of days. All weather forecasts are through the National Weather Service. Weather map over here is severe thunderstorms and that are possible over the northwest. We have rain and thunderstorms covering much of the northwest off to the west proper. We are here, so we're missing the rain today, but yep, Penina is all wet again, seeing how rain and thunderstorms are covering just about the entire peninsula of Florida, southeast Georgia, southeast South Carolina, and southeast North Carolina.
So first she was screaming "Mount me," and now she's all wet again. A good husband will solve both of those problems.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Temperature map for the day has moderate temperatures across the southeast and going into the northeast, with cooler weathers in Maine, New York, Vermont, and parts of New England. Mid-northwest has temperatures between the 70s and 80s, and the further west we go, we have a scattering and a wide range coming starting with the 50s, going all the way up to temperatures in the 100s. So please, please, dress appropriately for the weather. First, I need to find me a husband.
Overachiever.
Yeah. Wait, I won't die again today? No, you won't. Apparently, it's going to be 80 to around 90 degrees over here in parts. I'm just, doing a wide circle because, we don't know exactly where Traname is.
I'm in the green and yellow. Green and yellow and everything. You'll be between 80 and 90 today.
Yeah, you'll be between 80 and 90 today. So, that is the temperature map for the day.
Drink plenty of water and everything, and, try to limit your exposure. The desert is the desert.
The desert is, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, and because OBS has decided to be a prick today, here we go. Scrolling up to the first one. 2 housing tracts fall to Kilauea, and I'm going to let my hubby read this one.
2 housing tracts fall to Kilauea. The Kapoho beach lots and vacation land subdivisions were destroyed by creeping lava flow from Kilauea. This means the volcano has brought low close to 350 total structures since its eruption 35 days ago. The river of rock is 10 to 15 feet tall and is still flowing. The volcano destroyed 215 structures during its last cycle in 1983. Wendy Stovall, a volcanologist, has said there's no evidence of any properties there at all. She went on to say there were just a few homes left in Kapoho Beach. The 2 communities were known as quiet vacation spots in Kapoho Bay. On Sunday, those that elected to stay were airlifted by helicopter to safety. Since Monday, Kilauea's lava has consumed close to 8 square miles of land and has been the source of 9,900 earthquakes, 10 times the monthly average.
Holy Moses.
Now, in a report from the U.S. Geological Society, which I looked up, Fissure 8, the cause of all of this lava flow, is spewing lava 150 to 180 feet in the air. That is the fountain that it's doing. 10 to 15 feet tall and everything. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you would not be able to see a single-story structure, which most of those there are single-story structures.
Yeah. Also, too, over the weekend, we were kind of keeping an eye on it, and they were literally giving people who refused to evacuate an ultimatum.
Yes.
They were like, you have to go.
I was born here and I'm going to die here. Yes, yeah. Well, according to public safety, we can't allow you to do that. So you come with us now, or you're going to be arrested for disobeying a lawful order.
Yeah. Futternut wants us to use the metric system. Convert it yourself. We're Americans. We use the standard system. Dagnabbit. All right, and here we go. Just as it reads. Ecuadorian Pablo Villavicencio was arrested after delivering a pizza to Fort Hamilton in South Brooklyn yesterday.
And this is the reason why she's reading that, because when I was trying to read it to her this morning and everything, the blurbs would have been hilarious.
Yeah. I have been there before and always go in and never have any problems. They actually know me. Don't matter, dude. It don't matter. Pablo was quoted as saying, he went to say, "Last Friday there was a different security guard and he told me I needed to go get another pass to enter." He states he was also questioned about his lack of owning a social security card. No
social security card. You came in illegally. You've committed a felony.
He was told to wait. A spokesman for Fort Hamilton said at around 11 a.m. an individual attempted to gain access to Fort Hamilton to make a delivery without valid Department of Defense identification. The person was directed to the Visitor Control Center to obtain a daily pass. Upon signing a waiver permitting a background check, Department of the Army Access Control Standard for all visitors, an active Immigration and Customs Enforcement warrant was discovered on file. This prompted the arrest of Villavicencio. What has also been observed is the habit of the media to pull on the heartstrings of people by interviewing the wife,
with the two small children, who said he had filed for a green card in February, which means he's been in the country illegally before the arrest. It takes approximately 6 months from the time of application to obtain an approval for a green card. I did look that up. So he's been here illegally the whole time. He's been here illegally long enough to have 2 young children with this woman without filing for it.
And now they're all, oh, boo-hoo, the United States wants to separate the father from the children. I sorry. My finger slipped.
I'm not sorry. I don't care about you.
My fingers.
You are here illegally. Now, going along these lines, there was also a story, and anyone could look it up. You know, it wasn't included in this and everything, you know, but it's just the actual numbers here. In Ohio, there was an ICE raid.
Yeah.
114 illegals were detained in one business.
Fuckwad has a very pressing question. The important question is, did the person who ordered get their pizza? We don't know. That was not discovered in the news.
They probably received their pizza. But here's the problem. If he's been coming there all this time without and entering the base,
somebody was all of the
gate control personnel are on report.
Yeah. Because they were lax in their duties.
They did not fulfill their duties.
No, they did not. They're supposed to provide security, which means do a background check in order to give them that temporary pass.
I mean, for him to get in there, I mean, he talked his way in most of the time, probably. That's by bullshitting and everything. Or bringing, you know, the guards and everything. Those guards change.
They received the pizza and it had anchovies on. Ew, anchovies. Yeah. And from one volcano to another...
Yes.
And I'll read this one and you can read the last one.
Alrighty.
Guatemala, weather and danger hamper search. This is the difference between the two countries. Rain and continuing volcanic activity are slowing the search and rescue effort in the areas that have been affected the most. A downpour Wednesday had teams retreat in case of mudslides. Boiling water was seen flowing from Volcano Fuego after flows of superheated lava hampered searches. The death toll has risen to 99, while an estimated 197 people are still listed as missing due to Guatemala's National Institute of Forensic Sciences. The country's Seismology and Volcanology Institute has stated there were new flows coming down from the canyons on Fuego's western slope. So it's not done yet. It's not done yet.
Yeah, I'd really like to look on a map and everything to see... along the line, the plate lines and fissure lines and everything, how close those lines between Kilauea and Guatemala are.
That'd be interesting to see. Compare the two. Yep. Is immigration going to start doing stings by just ordering food now? Mezzo, probably with Mexican food butter.
Well, here's the thing: they don't have to and everything. Yeah. There's a whole. The problem is, especially during Obama's turn, they stopped a lot of the enforcement. I mean, Reagan had the enforcement going, and then it slacked off during everybody else has been going slack on it. slack on it. They just let it go to pursue other things. You know, take money from one thing and give to another area.
The shell game.
Yes.
Sup, Kurama?
Most people don't remember this and everything, but Reagan was sending you know, sometimes 4 and 5 buses a day.
Yeah.
Completely packed.
Well, there were
back across the border.
Yeah.
You know.
I have been seeing news blurbs that over the past month, in the month of May, there have been 50,000 illegal aliens that have been either detained or taken back to the border and made to cross back into Mexico. So,
and that's what continues to need to happen and everything. Just like these 114 that were caught out in Ohio, they're gonna ship them off. I know they're gonna ship them off.
I know Merlin still isn't feeling 100%, which is why he's not on the show. For those of you that don't know, he has his doctor discovered another disc that keeps slipping in and out of place that causes pain when it's slipping. He says it hurts when he's sitting, it hurts when he's walking around. So we're still, you know, sending positive energies and prayers and well wishes his way, because the poor guy is suffering. He really is.
I really feel bad for him.
He misses you guys, and he feels like he's letting you guys down for not being on the show.
I miss hearing him. He was a cheerful spot to my morning.
Yeah, he was. MC, Hawaiian volcanoes are due to what they call a hot spot, not plate movement like Guatemalan volcano. And Hunley, I know I'm being petty, and I feel for poor folks, but for fuck's sake, could they name us something other than volcano of fire?
I know.
Right?
I know. It's somebody said, no, we have to keep this simple.
Right. And out of Northern Ireland,
yes,
the final story of the morning.
Thank you for giving me this one.
You're welcome. Yes, life needs to give Merlin a break. I completely and wholeheartedly second that motion.
Supreme Court dismisses Northern Ireland abortion law. Northern Ireland Human Rights Commission has their appeal dismissed in regards to the abortion law. The 1967 Abortion Act does not affect the heavily Catholic Northern Ireland. At present, the only way a woman can have an abortion in that part of Ireland is if there is a risk to the woman's life and excludes rape or fetal defects.
Okay, I mistyped that. The other exception is fetal defects that could lead to the death of the child.
Okay. Though the dismissal says the government is not obligated to change the law, 7 of the judges agreed it must be reformed.
Yeah. And for those of you that don't know, Northern Ireland is mainly Catholic. So they are anti
40% of the populace.
Yeah.
And everything. And the other 60% is divided up pretty equally among, you know, like 4 or 5 other religious followings.
So we are 7 once more. Yeah, we all miss Merlin. Merlin is really cool, and he wanted to do a lot of coffee talks because he's been doing a lot of research on the Syria thing as well as all kinds of other stuff.
You know, the thing is, when he comes back, he's gonna have a lot to say.
Oh yeah,
he's had plenty of time to research all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, especially when I told him
I'm gonna get a bag of popcorn.
Especially when I told him we had all the, you know, we're putting all the released files for the Vegas shooter incident in the Discord. You know he's salivating. He's foaming at the mouth, y'all. You know he's foaming.
I'm frothed at the mouth over all that.
Yeah. All right. So did we cut off the air conditioner?
Yes, I did. I did earlier. Let me cut it back on.
Yeah, it's a little. It's warm in here.
No, I apologize.
All right, and I shall transition.
Take care of this because it was.
So far, so good. My adult brain has remembered to unmute so far. We have one candidate on the road to affiliate, and his name is Mr. David Felix. He is brand new to the Dreamy team. All he needs is an average of 3 viewers per stream because he has the followers. He just doesn't have the look. He does chill streams. He's a musician. He's an IRL or in real life streamer. He does sing and all sorts of variety things on his channel, so please check him out. And if you like what he does, give him a follow and, you know, keep your ear to the ground when he streams, because, you know, everybody needs a little bit of support to make it to affiliate. Yeah. So we do have that for the road to affiliate this morning. Now on to the next.
This just in. Beverly Hills 90210, Cleveland Browns 3.
And here we go. The first one this morning is, yeah, I don't ever hardly agree with this guy, and this is going to be the reason why. This is Mundane Matt. Apparently, Jared Leto is getting his own Joker movie. And he does admit in this 8-minute video that he actually liked Jared Leto's portrayal of the Joker, which I thought sucked balls. But that's just my opinion, and opinions are subjective, and they're like assholes. Everybody has one. But I really didn't like Jared Leto's portrayal of Joker because it was out of what I am used to.
Well, it just wasn't an accurate portrayal of the character.
No. He also goes into... now I have to slam my personal appendage in a sliding glass door.
Ow!
He does go on and comment on the article that you see in the video and saying that apparently they are trying to separate the Suicide Squad timeline from the main DCEU timeline in order to do the spin-offs for the Suicide Squad. The DCEU has been making some poor choices in their movies and their franchise and how they're handling it. I mean, it's like they're not taking any cues at all from the way Marvel is doing theirs, because Marvel keeps soaring and the DCEU keeps tanking. And I think if they do release the Jared Leto Joker movie, it's going to be another Solo. Yep. It's just going to flop at the box office, in my opinion. But that's just me. I did put the link to his video in the live stream. Just end it for the year and let intelligent people restart it. Mezzo. They're not taking any cues or any other letters. Well, exactly. They're not really listening to anybody. And we have Appabend. Fate Go should apologize for Japan. Apparently, Fate Go, a Japanese game, if I am correct, is going to be doing an event that revolves around 1945 Japan. Mm-hmm. And again, the SJWs are reading because, you know, bombs in Japan and colonialism and Japan's imperialism oppressing the people way back when.
You do realize and everything that Japan is still an imperialistic
Yeah,
society.
I know, but these people are stuck in the past as far as, you know, what Japan did to, you know, other countries and things of that nature. So, Mezzo, they should apologize to themselves? Yes, Jacob, I've always contended that the animated DCEU has been way better than the live-action movies. With the exception, I did enjoy Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman was an enjoyable movie, and in my opinion, it was well put together. Okay.
Somebody did their homework with the writing.
Yeah, they did.
And everything, and did a study, and it was... It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
To me, either.
Yep. It wasn't bad to me either. And, you know, I think the icing on the cake was the fact that the feminists were like, well, the movie wasn't feminist enough.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
This wasn't about feminism.
Wonder Woman is a wonderful movie. I'm going to sit in the corner now. Next video is Everything Wrong with Ocean's 11. Yes, it's CinemaSins. Yep. I love my CinemaSins. And they covered this in their usual comedic way. They're making an animated version of The Death of Superman. I will probably keep an eye out and watch that.
Yeah.
I really will.
Actually, I would like to see how well they put that together to go along with the comics.
Yeah. They really bust Ocean's 11's balls in this one. I absolutely loved the way that he did the sins. He did take away a sin or two here and there, but boy, did he stack the sins for this movie. Because there were a lot of them in this movie. So don't
There were a whole lot of boo-boos.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, this is a channel that I don't subscribe to. It is IDR Labs. Daisy Ridley still doesn't understand Mary Sue's. Apparently, this is her second interview in which the Mary Sue trope was brought up, and she has no clue what the fuck a Mary Sue is.
Oh dear God.
None whatsoever. And in the second interview, she literally said there is no male counterpart.
It will be produced in 2 parts.
Oh, okay,
It's
cool.
going to be a 2-parter. Good. They're not going to try to
she-
cram everything into one little thing.
Exactly. She went on to say that she feels that the Mary Sue title was sexist and that there was no male counterpart to the Mary Sue. Gary Stu. Gary Stu. Gary Stu. They do highlight all of her wrongs and the fact that the argument that she has against Mary Sue's is actually an argument saying that her character was a Mary Sue, which is a further evidence that she has no fucking clue what she's talking about. None whatsoever. Yeah, the only problem with CinemaSins is when people take it as a serious review.
Yeah,
Those are people that didn't see the trailer to the CinemaSins channel because they CinemaSin themselves.
Yes.
So they don't even take themselves seriously.
No, it's you find something to make fun of, you make fun of it. It's all in good fun and everything. There's nothing serious about it. There's nothing personal about it.
I mean, one's in the chat. If this pertains to you, you have watched a movie that was either campy, bad, or deserved to be picked apart in the most comedic way possible. I know I have. I know I have. DCAU does the one film in 2 parts better than the live action films. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
They've always done their animated movies a whole lot better.
Jacob is absolutely correct when it comes to his comics.
There
we go.
Yep, there's the ones in the chat. We love to tear apart movies.
We do.
We do. We absolutely love to tear apart movies. Just nitpick them apart. I remember in my group of friends when we would watch a movie, inevitably there was somebody in the group that would go, well, why didn't they do this, and this? And somebody else in the group would go, plot.
Yes.
I stopped watching CinemaSins because I take their views too seriously. Oh, you can't. We all love to tear apart videos. I love to watch D-level horror film. Oh my god, those are the best.
Oh yeah, those are the best ones.
Those are the best. If you like watching D-level horror films, I'm going to put, let me see here. That is a Twitch channel that on Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they take public domain B movies and give them the MST 3K treatment.
Yes.
You will absolutely love it.
No, and
and they invite audience participation.
Okay,
all right,
I just have to say this.
We
brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to say this. Anybody that can sit down with a straight face and watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is better than me.
I can't.
I can't do it.
I can't do it either. Okay, so an intermittent segment brought to us is going to happen right about now.
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
Liz Reptile brought this to my attention, and the main reason that I am highlighting this is because this should be filed under "and you're a parent."
Yeah.
What you're looking at are pill boxes. What this mother thinks this is a life hack for organizing snacks while traveling. What's wrong with this picture? What is wrong with this picture? Thank you, Tuna. That is for prescription drugs. When you start using those things for any other purpose, when you have small children, the small children can take it the wrong way and think there's always snacks and treats in those little dividers. Mm-hmm. Not only did she do this, but life hack number 2, she had the intelligence, or lack thereof, of opening up the capsule, spilling them in a medicine thing, and saying, OTC medicine becomes colorful candy when you remove it from the capsule. How do we do ear infections? Amoxicillin in this house? It's a candy medicine party. Hashtag mom hack.
Hashtag you're an idiot. You don't deserve children. You shouldn't fucking be breeding. Never mind.
Mitch, this is proof that stupid is airborne and infectious. Oh my god, you can't make this stuff up. This is an Instagram post. Dumb mom, exactly, Mezzo. This is like, who? This is why when I see posts like this, when you walk into a doctor's office and you say you want to have children, the doctor should say, hold it right there, we have a parental competency test we would like you to take.
Yes.
Because this is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, and the thing is, you know, this woman is oblivious of that.
Yeah. I mean, this is, like I said, lover or hater, Liz Reptile brought this to my attention because she said the segment should be called, I'm going to mom the internet. This is a mom that shouldn't be a mom if she's having these ideas and considering them life hacks.
Lord's Anonymous on Friday movies.
Yep. That's what I said. Friday night.
But is that the channel? Right channel?
I think she still broadcasts her renovations on Twitch as well. I've seen her do that. That would make the amoxicillin worthless and risk making the disease in question resistant. Yeah. Exactly. You're the internet mom. Yes, I have been dubbed the internet mom. You don't do this. You don't slide the capsules open. You don't use them for what they're not intended to be used for. And likewise, you don't use pill organizers for snacks. That's what Ziploc bags are for. That's what small Tupperware and Rubbermaid containers are for. If you want to label them by the day, then there's little labels you can buy at Office Depot. Put the damn permanent label on the top and go, this is Monday's snack.
Yeah.
You don't do this. This is dangerous.
Exactly, Mitch.
Yeah, they make snack separators. They make bento boxes now here in the United States where you can put snacks in the boxes and stuff. I mean, you don't need to do this. This isn't a life hack. This is sending your kids the wrong message. Seriously, it is. To make meds go down easier, my mom used to give them to me with a teaspoon of honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom, because I've had bronchitis all my life, when it turned into a respiratory infection, I had to take the amoxicillin. Now, here is where I'm going to date myself. When I had to take the amoxicillin, it wasn't in capsule form. It was the worst tasting pink liquid you could ever possibly imagine. It wasn't as pink as Pepto-Bismol, but it was pink, and every time I heard my mom open the refrigerator, I'd go hide. Unfortunately, my mom said, I know where you live, and eventually you're going to have to come out of your hiding place, so either take the medicine now or take it later. It's your choice. But that was the worst tasting crap. And then they had the bad idea later on to do...
Huntley, it's just...
I mean, dim sum's box would be great and not bloody medical boxes. Exactly.
He threw in the bloody, you knew it got under his skin.
Oh, yeah, it did. And then I remember going to the doctor for another prescription of amoxicillin. See, I didn't get the banana flavored. I walked in, and he goes, we have 2 new flavors for amoxicillin. Grape, and I can't stand grape flavored anything, and bubble gum, which I didn't think was absolutely possible, but it made the medicine taste worse.
And the bubblegum type is the only kind that Gabby would take.
Oh my God.
And everything. I was like, how is it? She said, it's not really bubblegum, but it tastes better than the plain.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
She was 8, okay? So
just a spoonful of high fructose corn syrup makes the Xanax go down. The Xanax go down. The Xanax
just seeing this and everything, I need a couple of volumes, 2 or 3 Quaaludes and everything, and a jug of whiskey.
And now we're gonna move into our humble bundle for the day. I actually like the yellow. I never got the yellow one. I never got that option. That, or if I did, I was afraid to taste it. Yes, bubblegum flavor medication.
Yeah, it tastes nothing like bubblegum, trust me.
Humble Bundle is teasing me, y'all.
Yes, they are.
It's absolutely freaking teasing me, and I am going to show you why. They have a manga to anime bundle. That's right. Mangas that became anime by Kodansha.
Yeah.
13 days of this. Pay what you want. And I'm going to show you in a minute why they're teasing me. A Jin Demi-Human, Hidive, Inuyashiki Volume 1, The 7 Deadly Sins Volume 1 through 10, Ghost in the Shell, the manga I have never read about the movies and the television shows. They're teasing me, y'all. This is not fair.
Volume 1 and 2 and 1 through 5.
Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. And not only that, oh, I know, right? Not only that, Battle Angel Alita, Ghost in the Shell Global Neural Network exclusive preview. I'm having a geekgasm, and it's these people's fault. Alright? This is not right, y'all. Why they gotta do this when I'm broke? This ain't fair.
That's a video.
Yeah.
These hands make manga.
Yep. Yokito Kishiro. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm salivating at the mouth because holy crap. I know I can't hesitate.
She needs a drool rag, y'all.
There is the humble partner link in the chat. All proceeds go to Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. There's Floodgates joke here somewhere. Still up by Wednesday. I'll definitely be getting it. Well, it's 13 days from today.
13 days and everything, so it's nearly 2 weeks.
Yes, nearly 2 weeks. The 20th is when they're going to take this. After the 20th, it will no longer be available. I have seen every movie. I have seen every television show in regards to the Ghost in the Shell, but I have never read the manga, and I've always wanted to read the manga. And here it is, and I'm broke.
And here we would be sitting and everything, you know, every day without after the news going click,
Yep.
turn the page.
Jacob, they have the new Ghost in the Shell book I want. Yeah, I want
know.
all of them.
Yeah, I would like
I
to.
want
I wouldn't
all
mind
of them.
having all of that.
Yeah. Yes, Ghost in the Shell was one of the best animes ever, in my opinion. Of course, I'm biased because it is my favorite one. But, you know, there you have it. I mean, there are several I have seen. Let me see if I can remember some of the animes that I got introduced to growing up. There was Voltron, Battle for the Planets,
Yes.
Transor Z, which was, I always thought it was a cheap knockoff of Voltron.
Yeah.
Ronin Warriors, which
Absolutely
which I thought was good until I started comparing dub-overs, and yeah, that dub-over sucked. Let me see, later on it was Tenchi Muyo, Naruto, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Star Blazers, which was Battle for the Planet.
Star Blazers. No, Star Blazers is completely different.
That's right.
Battle for the Planets is G-Force.
Okay, yeah.
Where
Get them confused.
Where the fighter plane turned into a phoenix.
Yeah, okay, right.
Let me see, what else? Oh yeah, I've seen Corpse Princess. We've watched Trinity Blood, which was good. Bleach.
Amazon Fire.
We haven't seen Saint Seiya. We haven't seen
He uses
Saint
a
Seiya.
crappy Android for reading and everything.
Yes.
The Amazon Fire, I would recommend.
Yeah. Amazon Fire is a really good reader. Let me see, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, Robotech.
Yep, Robotech.
Robotech. I hated Fooly Cooly because it never made any sense to me. To me, in order to watch FLCL, you had to be high or on acid or something because that anime never made any sense to me.
Yes, Mitch, and you left off the most important thing and everything. The entire ship was a gun.
Yeah, the entire ship was a gun once they retrofitted it. I mean, to me, out of all the early sci-fi animes, I loved Star Blazers because of the ingenuity that they showed in the story writing in the show, and the fact that they took this old World War II battleship and turned it into a space carrier, basically. And I just love the entire storyline.
Yeah, anything that carries, and you know, they gave the onboard squadron and everything the appropriate name, the Flying Tigers.
Battle for Planets is... What do you mean, gotcha, man? Battle for Planets had 7 Zark 7, which was the robot that told everybody when all heck was breaking loose. I liked FLCL some, but I would probably like it more if I watched it in a block. Really odd story, but I did kind of get it. Gundam.
Yes,
I've seen,
Gundam.
I think I've seen Gundam Wing.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen
Gundam and Gundam Wing both were pretty good.
Black Tigers. There's Darker Than Black, which was an interesting show.
Yes.
I also introduced you to Cowboy Bebop. That is
Yes.
one of my staples and one of my favorites. I can
It's actually
rewatch
a good thing and everything. It was sad when it ended.
Gundam Style was very, very good. Gundam Style was very, very good indeed. There are a lot of good animes out there, and then there are a lot of animes I look at and go, I don't know what they were thinking here. I really don't know what they were thinking. But apparently they weren't thinking at all. So, I mean, I have my favorites, I have my list, and like I said, Everybody has, you know, what they like. And, you know, I've never made a top 5 or a top 10 list because those are subjective. I mean, you can sit there and make a top 5 of your favorite, and you're always going to have people arguing with you because it's a suggestive list. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out who I want to raid. Let me see here. Alright. And he is live. So it looks like we're going to be going over there after I end the shoe. I haven't seen Attack on Titans. I want to see Attack on Titans.
I want to see that myself as well and everything because it just looks really, really good.
I need to start my own anime Twitch club. Yeah. AOT is awesome. An anime Twitch club would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool. Because I know there are a lot of animes in there that I would like to see.
Yeah.
That would pique my interest. Because I don't like the harem ones. I really don't like the harem ones. I don't like the ones that involve sports. I like the ones with the action storylines, the darker storylines, but I like good character development. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing I was disappointed in when I saw Bleach, because it started out okay, and then it's like the only thing that Ichigo had to do was get stronger. And I'm like, okay, that sort of reminds me of Naruto, but Naruto actually had character growth as opposed to Ichigo if you compare the two. So Bleach wound up being a letdown, and I think it wound up being a letdown because the manga company didn't let him write the manga the way he wanted to.
Yeah.
Yuri on Ice is a great sports anime. Okay. You are the prey and we are the hunters. I remember watching Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll was good. Samurai Champloo was good once you got past the intro, because I never liked the intro. The intro theme was, to me, disjoining from the whole theme of the show. But it wasn't a bad anime. I mean, really. We could probably have an anime stream and talk about anime all day long.
Yeah, we could.
But it has been about an hour since we started. I love the intro theme. It was... I had to kind of disassociate it from the anime, because to me the anime had a different theme from the actual theme music. The theme was good. It's just that, to me, it was disjointed when you compared it to the anime, in my opinion, Trinime. But I like the show as a whole. Maddie, get Netflix. Well, when we have money, honey. That's the problem. We lost our Amazon Prime subscription because we're
working at it.
We're at the make the penny shout stage of the being broke. So, yeah. But we will get back on top. This too shall pass. I'm in the middle of a series about junk food. Oh, wow. Cool. As always, my friends, keep an eye out for... I'm going to put this over here for a minute, because I am going to forget to do this, and then I'm going to spell it wrong, and then it ain't going to happen. I have to put this over here. Let me go ahead and copy this and put it in the chat. If you are looking for other streams throughout the day, click on that. There's an entire listing of scheduled live streams that are throughout the day. There are a lot of talented people out there doing streams, so if you want to fill your day with them, there is a list. There are several ways to support this stream. You can be a Patreon. You can hire me to be a freelance writer. You can tip the stream by bits or using the Streamlabs link. And now that I have shilled myself at the end of the show, it is time to raise our coffee mugs. And it is time to, may your coffee ever flow, may your caffeine be ever strong, and may you have a thoroughly terrific Thursday.
And nobody forget, tomorrow is Feel Good Friday. Great stories going to be coming up.
Yep.
Join us there. And let's go on over here and raid this old fella.
Yep. We're going to raid Caveman Gaming, and he is playing a Final Fantasy game. So let's go over there and check him out. And thank you for coming, Sora Luna.